Hi everyone, and welcome to another meditation break with Victoria Cochrane. I am a psychic channel and a psychic communicator, a spiritual healer and author, and you can see me most Wednesdays, I've missed the last couple, on Spiritual Events and Directory on Facebook on Wednesdays at 12 noon. And this month, for the Spiritual Events Directory newsletter, the topic is helplessness. And I can understand how so many people are feeling helpless at the moment with everything that's going on in the world. And how do we take back our power or feel empowered to create change in a world that's so divided and that's so at war with itself? So I did pull some cards first, and today is going to be more a reading than a meditation. But the first card I pulled from the chakra cards that I have was Rebirth, and it's a soul star card. So what we really need to do is to really activate our chakras, bring in higher light, and bring in a higher perspective of ourselves as etheric beings having a human experience, and of bringing in our wisdom that we have and hold in our higher self, near where our soul star chakra is, to begin to know how to create the positive change in our lives, and butterflies are change, and to be the change that the world needs. And so rebirth happens. It's not, we can kind of symbolize it as we come out of the darkness of feeling helpless and not really knowing what's going on, to actually connecting with our higher selves, and then with the angels and the creator to bring the light in and start to center ourselves in that energy of love. And as you know, in the energy of the creator and in the universe, all there is love, and that burns away all fear, and it just leaves us with that beautiful feeling of peace, and of feeling held, and of loved, and of feeling empowered to be who we are, and safe to be who we are. And the last one that I pulled from this deck was the soul healing card of the solar plexus chakra, of actually really bringing your knowledge down into your solar plexus, which is our seat of power, and feeling empowered to let go of the past, to bring in the truth of who you are, and feel safe to show the world who you are. So in the meantime, very important to know that you are being looked after by your angel guides. Comfort, just call them in. They'll always help you to clear your energies, and to ground, and to cut ties, and to see things more clearly. Very important that you look after yourself, eat enough good food, drink enough water, get enough sleep, and care for yourself, and don't just look after everybody else. Make sure that you put yourself first as well. And Archangel Uriel, you know what to do. You are a loving child of God, but not in a religious sense. We are all connected to the energy of oneness in the all, and so therefore we are co-creators, and we have access to the knowledge of the divine. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So trust is a big word, isn't it? We need to trust ourselves, to trust our gut, and to learn to look beyond the illusion. Today I want to read you a chapter from the Book of Life, Lessons from Mother Earth, which was the book I released last year. It's available online at Amazon, or all online booksellers, and has a meditation with every chapter. This last chapter doesn't have a meditation with it, but it's called Take Back Your Power and Embrace Your Mastery. When you were born, your connection to Source was absolute. You could still see your angels and you played with the elementals around you. You possibly saw your passed over relatives and knew you were always protected by the light. As children grow, however, they can become disconnected from their psychic abilities and spiritual family through many influences such as religious indoctrination, abuse, neglect, family, cultural traditions, and so on. Belief in psychic abilities and the supernatural has aroused suspicion over the ages and, as has been well recorded, was punishable by death in the Middle Ages. Whether you wish to be psychic or not, connection to the light of Source or God is not just a right for those who subscribe to religious doctrine or biblical beliefs. All souls living in a human body on earth at this time are connected to the unconditional love of God the Creator and are therefore also connected to each other and every other soul, not just on the planet, but in the entire universe. Separation is but a veil of illusion that you placed in your energy field long ago to allow your soul to experience all of the facets of life on earth. Now, as the energies of ascension accelerate and the veil is lifting more each day, humans are awakening to the reality of their own divinity within their soul's blueprint. They are taking back their power as ethereal light beings and co-creators. No longer must humans feel they are lesser than God or each other. In the energy of God, the creator of all that is, everything in the universe is one and the same, created in a still point of time with unconditional love. Love, therefore, is all there is, and love is the only thing that can bring life on earth back into balance. Now is the time for every person to embrace the changes that are happening upon the earth and claim back their power and mastery as a co-creator of the universe. Belief is the key here. When you can believe in the power of the mind, you can also believe in the power of the heart. When you can see beyond the limitations of life in a physical body, you will start to lift the veil of illusion that has been blocking your true vision, that of the third eye and your connections to the ethereal world. When you love, accept, and believe in yourself, you will embrace the changes that are happening within your being and step into who you truly are. You will embrace your mastery. While there are many ascended masters walking the earth through reincarnating into a human body, some find it too difficult to remain in such dense, heavy energy, both in the physical body and in a world that is so unjust. Many more have awoken, however, and have become way showers for others to traverse their own awakening. Achieving mastery in a human body is no mean feat. It is plagued with the difficulties of living life on a planet steeped in negativity, attachment to money, drama, illusions of grandeur, and the unequal distribution of resources. It is not helped by inflated egos that use unfair means to get what they want. Wayshowers know only too well how diligent they must be in keeping their energies clear and their vibrations high in order to remain relatively unattached to the ego drama and delusion of life on earth. It is always a work in progress. Mastery or enlightenment is about being able to live in the physical third-dimensional world while always being aware of your connection to your spiritual guidance and the gifts that are available to you. However, there are plenty of people in the world who have mastered their gifts but have used them to plunder universal abundance for themselves at the expense of the free will and well-being of others around them. One can be a master of darkness just as easily as a master of light. Intention is the key here, coupled with faith, trust, and total belief in one's abilities to create. With intent, it will be, but only when the intention creates. In the energy of love will one tread the true path of an ascended master of light. To reach the stage where your ascended light body has been activated and you are anchored to the crystalline grid as a light worker for the planet takes practice, motivation, and diligence. Light activations must be integrated gradually so as not to overwhelm the physical body with too many higher frequencies that can cause disquieting physical symptoms. Along the way, you must work on releasing all past trauma and blockages that have prevented you from forgiving yourself or others for past misdeeds. You must also learn to meditate so that you can find your connection to Source through the sacredness of your own divinity. People in the process of ascending to the fifth dimension often find themselves as a mentor, someone who has been through the process themselves, but who can also train them to connect to their own psychic gifts and spiritual purpose. Once on track, the person's guides will make themselves known and be of great assistance in their spiritual awakening and ongoing development. Achieving a level of enlightenment that allows you to remain connected to spirit while walking the earth as a human being brings with it a certain level of responsibility to help others to experience the bliss of connecting to the divine and standing in their power without shame or fear of judgment. It also allows the master to positively influence the world around them, around the clock, whether they are consciously intending it or not. I am Archangel Michael. And so in that energy, using the teachings of Archangel Michael and the connection to Source, we are empowered to create change through an energy of unconditional love and the highest truth. And we are not helpless at all. So to finish this session today, I'm choosing one card randomly from the Work Your Light Oracle cards. And please continue to connect to the light of Source. Bring in your archangels, ask for help, meditate, keep grounded, practice breath meditation and abundance meditations. Also practice gratitude. They've dropped out, so I'm going to dive and get them. There are 3. Your guidance is divinely guided, so always trust in the signs, like this meditation, I guess, this session today. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So just follow the signs, trust, ask for help, and know, and set your intentions and know that you can trust that. And you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Blessings to you all. Bring in who you truly are, your I am presence. Send love to the world and to yourself. And I'll see you next week. You can find me at victoriacochrane.com or on Facebook, Victoria Cochrane Psychic Communication and Spiritual Healing. Bye for now. See you next month.